Hey guys, Kayla Lindsay here with eXp Realty and the True Lane Group. And today we're going to talk about doing what you said you were going to do. So what I mean by do what you say you're going to do, it's pretty straightforward. If you tell someone you're going to meet them at 8 o'clock, you meet them at 8 o'clock. If you say you're going to drop the dog off at 5, you're going to drop the dog off at 5. But all too often, especially in real estate, when we say we're going to do something, we don't actually do it. Why is that? Why is it that we tell a client that we're going to follow up on something and we don't ever actually get around to it? Why is it that we say we're going to help out with something and we don't actually show up? Why is it that with our own business, when we say, I'm going to do X number of sales this year, I'm going to make X number of calls today, I'm going to do literally anything having to do with our business, and yet we don't do it? We don't fucking show up. Why? Well, here's the biggest reason for that. When we were in, and I think most of us can attest, we were probably in some kind of either 9 to 5, or we worked at a shoe store or something. That was my first job, was at Shoe Carnival. Shout out to my Shoe Carnival peeps back in 06, I think. But here's the thing, when we had those jobs, we had a boss. We had an expectation. And the expectation was, if you don't show up, if you don't perform, you're fired, right? And those expectations to perform kept us showing up day after day, kept us performing, kept us doing the things we're supposed to be doing in order to get a paycheck. Then you step into the realm of being self-employed. When you're self-employed, well, what does that mean? I'm my own boss. Now, I know a lot of people got into real estate because they wanted to be their own boss. They wanted more free time or to choose where they wanted to go and what they wanted to do at any given time. Now, while that's fantastic, if it doesn't come with structure, you're screwed. So what kind of structure do you need in order to be successful being someone who is self-employed, especially as a real estate agent? It takes setting goals. It takes having someone that can hold you accountable. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's plenty of people that I know that have set goals, they have an accountability partner, but they don't fucking listen to them. So you're dead in the water. Either way you look at it, you're dead in the water because you're not doing what you're supposed to do in order to get the results you desire. So what does it really take? You need to have the ability to step it up. You need to have the ability to say, look, this is what I'm looking to achieve. And if I don't achieve it, here's my consequence. See, that's the problem that it really comes down to, right? There's no consequences. So you didn't pick up the phone today. That's all right. You'll make up for it next week, right? Or the week after. Maybe the week after that. But you won't. And then slowly but surely, your business will go away. The pipeline that you were working on will disappear, or the pipeline that you thought you might have at some point never shows up. You sit there and you say, yes, I know. But do you know? Here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I know that. The only time you truly know something is if you've actually done it and if you do it consistently. If you're not doing something consistently, then you don't know it, you just read about it or heard about it. So a lot of times when I'm coaching other agents and I tell them, oh, well, you should be making 20 contacts a day in order to hit your goals. And do you know what I hear back? Oh yeah, I know. Okay, but are you doing it? Who's holding you accountable? Now, here's one of the biggest challenges in being someone who coaches agents and coaches people. There's a certain level to which I can coach and hold someone accountable. But that person also has to step up and actually do the things that they're saying they're going to do. Otherwise, there's no point in me telling them how to get to the success that they desire if they're not actually going to do it. So right now, you and I are going to figure out what it's going to take to make sure you're actually upholding the things that you need to be doing. Why are you not doing the things you need to do? So first off, I want you to write this down, and feel free to pause this video. The first thing I want you to do is write down right now, what is your goal? Could be an income goal, could be how many houses you want to sell, could be a goal to go to a trip to Italy with your family. Write it down right now. And again, pause this video to write it down. We're going to do this right now. Number 2, I want you to figure out right now, do you notice the trend here? All this is happening right this second. You're not going to pause this and come back to it. Let's just face it, okay? What is it going to take to get to that goal? How many houses do you have to sell? How many people do you have to talk to? How many phone calls do you have to make? How many contacts do you have to make? How many events do you have to throw? I don't care what method you use to get your leads, to get your business. What are you going to need to do to hit that goal? Again, feel free to pause and write it down. Figure it out right now. Because by the time we finish this video, I want you to have a plan. And number 3, what is it actually going to take for you to do it? Why aren't you getting up on time? Why aren't you making the calls you need to be making? Why aren't you going on the appointments you should be going on? Why aren't you door knocking? Why aren't you doing these key pieces, these key things, these key items that, while yes, uncomfortable, are going to get you to a month in Italy with your family, are going to get you the desired income, are going to get you the desired anything that you want? You're not doing it because no one is holding you accountable. So that's number 3. Number 3 is you're going to find someone who's going to hold you accountable. And here's what I recommend you do. Or should I start here? What you don't want to do. Do not select your spouse. No one wants a nag, and that's exactly how they're going to be connected to. All right? Do not select your spouse. Here's who I do recommend. Both of these work wonderfully. If you have children, you are going to connect you making the sales, making the income, making whatever your goal is, connected to them and something they desire. For example, one of my agents has a little kid that wants to go to Disney World. Great. You're going to tell the child you're going to take them to Disney World, but not until mommy or daddy sells X number of houses and talks to X number of people per day. And they're going to give that child permission to hold them accountable. Have you ever seen a kid excited about going to Disney World? How likely is that child going to check in with their parent every single day? Mom, did you do it? Dad, did you do it? Are we going to Disney? Make it something that they're involved in. They can give you the gold stars at the end of the day if you hit your 20 contacts. They can put the picture of a piece of the puzzle of Disney World up on the wall whenever you get a house sold. Be creative with it. Now, if you want to take it a step up, if you're truly serious about your success and actually doing what the fuck you said you were going to do, go to someone who is far more advanced than you are in your career. Someone you look up to. Someone that you don't want to have to go to them and say, I didn't hit my numbers. I didn't succeed. And it wasn't because I didn't have the tools. It was because I didn't have the ability to step up and be accountable for my own actions. Go find that person. And you all have somebody that you know. I have one as well. That you look up to them. And you always go, man, they've done so well. I'm so proud of them. And yet, almost a little jealous. You want to be there too. You will be surprised at how open someone is in not only sharing their quote-unquote secret sauce, but helping you get up and stand next to them. I want you to find that person. I want you to tell them what your goals and aspirations are and how serious you are about that. And I want you to ask them to hold you accountable. That you must check in with them every week and provide them a sheet that shows what you've done or what you haven't done. And if you fail, it's them that you have to say you failed to. And you'll find not only you'll make an incredible friendship, but You now have somebody who's holding you accountable. You now have a boss who's holding you accountable to your goals. Stop living in other people's shadows. Stop allowing your limitations that are just all in your head. It's all in your head. You have zero limitations. You have everything available to you. You have YouTube. You have other mentors and people that are in your community. You have friends, your family. You have books upon books that you can get like that, either audiobook even. Don't allow your limitations in your mind to become your physical limitations. Do what you say you're going to do. Step up and step into your greatness. And follow these 3 steps, and you will achieve the goals that you've set out to achieve. Do what you say you're going to do. This is Kayla Lindsay. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to have more content coming at you. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down in the comments box. I'm here to make sure I'm answering your guys' questions about real estate and how to get over some of the hurdles that you are hitting. Have a good one.